Today we're going to talk about how long the optimal backswing should be. So the first thing you have to ask yourself in order to answer this question is, what type of player are you? Are you trying to win the point by hitting hard? Or are you trying to win the point by slowly setting up, hitting the ball side to side, and making sure that over time you're opening up the court to then exploit weaknesses on your opponent's positioning? If you are one of the harder hitters out there, your backswing should be longer unless you string at a very, very low string tension, which also gives you a lot of power. Now, why does the backswing need to be longer? Because a longer backswing means you can create more power in your swing and thus hit the ball harder. Now, obviously, on the other side of the spectrum, you have people that hit softer. They want more control, so they need a shorter backswing that helps them to keep the motion under more control, because the longer the motion is, the faster it gets, the harder it is to control it. So those players usually have a shorter backswing and thus manage to control the ball much better. Now, what's right for you? Well, the key point is that you have to make that decision first. Do you want to hit harder? Then you need a longer backswing. Now, how do we do a longer backswing? If we're looking at a backswing, most people, unfortunately, do something like this. They step sideways, and this is their backswing. Now, you can see my body is completely straight. I just put my racket in position and my left arm in position. But I did not twist my upper body against my lower body. I did not coil. So what I need to do instead is, I need to make sure that my upper body twists this way while my lower body stays stable. This twisting of the upper body against the lower body creates tension in my back, which wants to resolve. That tension wants to let go. So in order to do that, I'm starting my swing. That rotation that uncoils my body is our forehand shot. Same thing goes for the backhand, by the way. Now, the key point here is, if we're trying to hit really hard, we need to take the racket back really far. But how far is too far? Well, if we have a pretty open stance, there is not really a point that is too far as long as our upper body has this position here. The only way we can take the racket back too far is if we take it back manually with our forearm. In other words, the racket should be pointing towards the back fence, and you should be twisted in your upper body, feeling that tension in your lower back, so you can now rotate into your shot. Now, why is it so important to twist the upper body against the lower body? Because we want to make contact when our body is back to being straight. So if we start with our body being straight and now we swing forward, we're actually twisting our upper body against our lower body on the swing, which keeps our racket from accelerating a lot. So we're going to hit a softer shot. Contrary to that, if we're pointing our right foot forward or we're pointing our left foot forward but we're stepping more into the court, we now manage to take our racket back a bit further, twist our upper body against our lower body, and we can straighten back out to the contact point. And obviously we swing further than that, but all of what happens after the contact point has no influence on the ball itself. So it's really important to notice that we're able to accelerate until our body gets back to being straight, which for me would be roughly around here. If I try to accelerate further, my back will hold me back because it's not flexible enough. I can't turn at a higher speed anymore. So we're going to slow down our racket. But since that happens after the contact point, we don't care. Now, if we have a super open stance here, it's the same thing. We can twist our upper body a lot on the backswing. Now we can accelerate until I'm about straight, which is about here. You can see my contact point, very clean, right in front of me where I want it to be. And then I hit the ball, and here my racket starts to slow down. So the key point is to twist your upper body against your lower body so you manage to create more power. Now, if we're trying to hit softer shots and we have a game style that is not dependent on hitting the ball extremely hard, we still want to turn our upper body against our lower body. So in that case, it would look something like maybe this. We have a short backswing here, not very long, can't create that much power, but because our swing is going to be slower, it's going to be easier to control. But we still need to twist our upper body against our lower body. So that's really the key takeaway from this lesson. Try to make sure that you twist your body on the backswing depending on how hard you want to hit. You want to hit harder, twist it further. You want to hit softer, twist it only a little bit. Like that, you can differentiate between harder and softer shots simply by adjusting your backswing but you're always going to do the backswing right.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon.